he was on the losing team. A gentle reminder that he's human after all.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. If you wanna fight for your love, no. If you wanna fight for your love, I'm gonna be a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your SABC Sports. My name is It to Sings. Hi. Let's have fun. Yes. Hey. One, two, three, let's go! I said 1, 2, 3, let's go! La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ooh, la. Sure, let's go. I said 1, 2, 3, 4. What's I say? Let's go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thank you so much. My name is It to Sings. Let's go. Thank you so much.
One.
Ladies and gentlemen, is how you officially launch the 24-hour sport channel right here on SABC. We're coming to you from Auckland Park in Johannesburg, the SABC buildings, because today is a historic moment. The 24th of June 2021 is one that will never be forgotten. SABC has always been known as the home of different sporting codes. It has brought you so many historic sporting moments, and from today we will have 24 hours of unrivaled access to all of those sporting codes. You know, I actually think back to the days when we had all the fans in the stadium packed, singing loudly before the global pandemic. And there was just that one song that they would always sing, Zizojiga izinto, namhlanje ngithi zijikile. Zijikile ngempela ngoba sinayo le access le 24 hours. What we want from you today is to interact with us. Let us know what is it that you want to be seeing on a day-to-day basis on this channel. Use the hashtag SABC Sport Launch and, of course, hashtag remembering the unforgettable. I am definitely not here alone. It is a packed house. We have so much in store for you. Tips. I know, Guti, what's happening?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Wena. Kolisondo Bona. The hashtag is SABC Sports Launch. And the hashtag again is remember the unforgettable, because this is SABC. So they've been talking, SABC 24-hour channel. Well, this is the day, Shem. Look at the smile, look at the vibe, look at the ambience. And we have the integral part of sports, which is the super fans. Bona. Tulamdana. It was never SABC until we have the vibe. We are going to launch this the way we deserve. We are the SABC, and this is SABC Sport. Now, if you look to your right, you will know that I have my one and only jersey number 10, the captain, Thomas Mlambo, Valen Ketley, and Owen Honey on stage doing it the way it's supposed to be done. Thomas!
Shampunais, it's good to see you. It's good to be here. What a day. Let me just do this. Can I take off the mask? All right. Thank you, Valen.
I will take your iPad and I will give it back to you, Tommy. Don't worry.
Our protocols are being observed.
There we go.
Thank you very much. What a day. A day we've been waiting for such a long time. Hashtag SABC Sport Launch. Thank you to all our dignitaries that have made their way here to the Renaissance Center at the SABC building. Now, Valen Kirtley, as well as Owen Harney, are alongside me here, and Shampunais has been talking about it. Remember the unforgettable. So guys, let me put this to you, and you, our dignitaries here today as well, think about it. The unforgettable sporting moments that are burned into our minds from watching them on the SABC through the decades, through the times. Valen, what stands out for you?
They're not just burned into our minds, Thomas, they are burned into our hearts. And that is why broadcasting is so important. That is why what the SABC does is a public service, because during this time of the pandemic, we have rewatched those moments that have made us feel alive over and over again, just to fill up our cups, just to make us feel hopeful once again. It is so good to be with you guys. How are you feeling? I don't know about you, but hearing that vuvuzela was something else, Owen.
Yeah, it's a sound we hadn't heard very long time, Valen and Thomas. It's a sound that we do miss, and a sound that we hope will come back our way very shortly. But talking about memorable moments, we have to think about all those years back, and SABC's been with us every step of the way. And one of the memorable moments that stands out for me has to be 26 years ago on this very day. Anybody got an idea what that day was all about?
Should we put it to... Okay. No, put us out of our misery. What
So
happened?
on this very day, our former statesman, Nelson Mandela, handed over the Webb Ellis Trophy to Francois Pena after we won the Rugby World Cup back in 1995.
Yeah.
The Springboks did it against the All Blacks. You remember that day?
I remember. That's
right.
unforgettable.
That's the day I remember.
But okay, I think I've got a little bit better. I'm gonna take you back, right? I'm gonna take you back to the Olympic Games. I'm gonna take you back to 1996. I'm gonna take you to Atlanta because I was still up and coming. I was a kid in school, and who could forget Penny Haynes with the gold medals. Who could forget Josiah Togwani with the gold medal? And then those happened like, you know, on the road. They happened in the swimming pool. And the thing that we wanted more than anything is we wanted a medal on the track. You go to the Olympic Games for a medal on the track. And Ezekiel Sapeng came with that silver medal in the 800 meters, and we were beyond ourselves with excitement late in the evening, you know, watching it on the SABC. For me, I even get goosebumps just thinking back at that unforgettable sporting moment.
We were talking about our unforgettable sporting moments, and we were busy discussing our hashtag for this evening. And it's amazing how all of us actually came up with moments from that period of time, the 90s, where South Africa was on this wave of hope that democracy brought to our country. So my unforgettable moment, which is why the Vuvuzela just lightened my heart, was, of course, Bafana Bafana's amazing victory at FNB Stadium, where they brought 80,000 people to their feet, and Nelson Mandela, as they won the Africa Cup of Nations.
Okay, so we're starting to show our age. Yes, make some noise. I mean, and then who can forget? You know, the other thing that I remember is with the World Cup in 2010, how Philip was here.
Oh, yes.
I mean, like that changed. Like it was on SABC, the tagline was "Feel it, it is here." And then on the streets, it became Philip is here. And that was how powerful the messaging that came from the SABC, the unforgettableness of that World Cup. It was owned by the SABC and SABC Sport with Feel it, it is here, 2010. It's the slogan. Philip, we're still looking for him, and we want him back. So, Philip, if you're around, come back.
Well, we'd love you to share your hashtag Remember the Unforgettable on social media, and also hashtag SABC Sport Launch, because SABC intends to bring you so many more unforgettable moments. If we thought we had it good with all those moments before, we have got so much more waiting for you. And today is a historic day, and it's so good to be bringing this to you. So we went back to hear what some athletes had to say, and what they had to say about the fact that the SABC is now going to have a sport channel 24/7.
So, SABC Sport is starting a channel, guys.
Hey South Africa, Janine van Wyk here, the captain of Banyana Banyana.
My name is Zinhle Ndawo, the Springbok women's rugby player.
I'm Malepe Reputations. I'm a Bafana player.
I'm Gerda Stein. I'm the Comrades Marathon 2019 champion.
My name is Kiwo Mukolopo Meya, second vice president of Gymnastics South Africa.
Hi, I'm Paul Adams.
My name is Andile Dlamini, goalkeeper and player of Banyana Banyana.
Hi everyone, my name is Chanel Simmons. As South Africa's #1 female tennis player, I'm excited for local and international tennis to be showcased on the new SABC Sports channel.
I'm Nokomatlo, national football player.
Hi, I'm Seb Coe. I'm president of World Athletics.
I'm Babalwa Lacha, national women's rugby team player.
I'm Rafule Chane, senior national women's football team player.
What's up guys, JP Dumini here, and exciting news. SABC is launching their new 24-hour sports channel. And just to think back over probably 2 to 3 decades of what an impact SABC has had on our sport in South Africa, it certainly put us on the map in terms of bringing our sporting codes to the masses. So I just want to thank you for all your hard work over the years and wishing you all the very best as you showcase pretty much all sporting codes to the masses once again.
I'm delighted to be able to congratulate SABC for their new 24-hour sports channel.
I'm wishing the SABC home of Bafana and Banyana well with the launch of their new sports channel on OpenView 124.
I'm wishing SABC everything of the best on the new sports channel. It's an absolutely wonderful venture, and we as sports people definitely look forward to watching. Stay tuned.
I would like to wish SABC well with their new sport channel, which is OpenView Channel 124. We are looking forward to the channel sports updates, unleashing the new talent and taking the games to the people. Thank you and congratulations.
I just want to wish SABC, the home of Bafana and Banyana, well on the launch of the new sports channel on OpenView Channel 124. I know this channel will bring so much joy and add a lot of value to the sports fans in our country, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm excited. I hope you're excited.
I just want to wish the SABC well with the launch of the new sports channel, and I can add that this will bring a lot of value to all the sports supporters in South Africa.
I I am wishing the SABC well for the launch of the new sporting channel, Channel 124. This is fantastic news, and I really cannot wait because it's definitely going to add value to the entire sporting fraternity. I can't wait.
I want to take this moment and wish the SABC well on the launch of the new sports channel.
This will give opportunity to young aspiring champions to develop by having access to this free-to-air TV. Congratulations, SABC Sport.
I'd like to wish the SABC home of Banyana and Bafana well with the launch of their new sports channel on OpenView Channel 124. This channel will bring value to all South African sport lovers.
I'm wishing the SABC well with the launch of the new sports channel.
I would like to wish SABC all the best for the new 24-hour sports channel. I'll be glued to the TV. Will you?
I'd like to wish SABC, the home of Bafana, as well as Banyana well on their newly launched sports channel on OpenView 124. The channel will create so much more excitement for all South African fans to enjoy.
Congratulations to SABC Sport. I, as the bold and the beautiful, can't wait to see you guys there.
Stay tuned. This is the brilliant one. Stay tuned for Ulokunda and SABC Sports.
Absolutely fantastic. Hashtag remember the unforgettable. Hashtag SABC Sport Channel launch. And you are a part of it. Now, I know you can't see it because I couldn't see it, but I know he was smiling from ear to ear underneath that mask. The chairperson of the SABC board, Bongmusum Makatini. He joins us this evening. Please, can we give him a big round of applause? Our chairperson. And I do believe that there's a big smile under there. There we go. We get to see those beautiful teeth. I know I was smiling from ear to ear, hearing what those athletes had to say, and also hearing what it means to them to be able to have this platform that's coming. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Program Director. I would like to start by greeting the Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams, Deputy Minister, Deputy Minister Kekana. I also want to greet the representative of the Minister of Sports, Ms. Sumaya Khan, who's the DDG from the Department of Sports. I also want to greet SABC Board members who are present today, Chairman of eMedia Board, Johnny Coplin, eMedia COO, Mr. Lee, eMedia and SABC executive team that is part of today's session. Members of the media, I also want to greet the representative of the chairperson of SASCOC. He's being represented by Mr. Barry Hendricks is being represented by Mr. Ravi Govender. Welcome, sir. Athletes that are present today, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of the SABC board and management, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all tonight as you join us to celebrate one of the SABC's greatest recent milestone and biggest wins, the official launch of the SABC Sport television channel. This channel which has been years in development and highly anticipated, is now available on free-to-air OpenView and DTT platform, as well as on streaming on Telkom One. The accomplishment is the culmination of years of hard work and self-belief as a renewed public broadcaster, despite the considerable obstacles that we went through leading up to today. Since its transmission on OpenView platform from the 15th of April 2021, the sports channel has now grown and seen additional 1.4 million viewers in just 2 months, which with a total national reach of 2 million viewers, including those viewers on DTT. This indeed is a sign that our audiences want access to a 24-hour free-to-air sport channel that provide access to top local and international sports, but at no cost to the viewers. Delivering all sports of national interest, national sport programming, as well as developmental sport are vital public mandate priorities for the SABC. The SABC board is confident that the smart sustainable investment in sport content will ensure SABC audience grow on DTT, satellite, and over the internet. With the analog switch off planned for April 2022, the SABC strongly believes that free sport content could be a significant driver in the final push for digital migration to DTT and satellite. This migration is going to free up valuable spectrum for mobile broadband, which is a key national priority. But it will also ensure the public broadcaster fully embrace the digital multi-channel age. The SABC Sport Channel is therefore a centerpiece in the SABC turnaround and renewal. With public broadcasters around the world under threat for pressure on funding from global streaming giants and pay TV operators, it is vital that we rejuvenate our content offering and reimagine the public broadcaster in full digital future. I'd like to extend my gratitude to all our internal and external stakeholders for having walked this journey with us. It took vision, belief, and some risk, but the SABC Sport Channel has become a reality. A special thank you goes to the SABC employees, especially in television, sport, technology, and marketing across all levels, who have made this happen tonight. Our primary interest as the SABC board and management is to guarantee the long-term resilience of a financially viable public service broadcaster. By launching the SABC Sport Channel tonight, we also recommit ourselves to delivering on our vital public mandate for millions of South Africans. I thank you. You are all welcome.
Mr. Makatini, that's fantastic. So the SABC Sport Channel has been going just for a couple of weeks now, and already 1.4 million homes have been able to relive some of these wonderful moments and get to enjoy some SABC sport content.
That's correct. It's been going for 2 months. We're already on 1.4 million.
I think that deserves a round of applause. Chairperson, thank you very much. That's the chairperson of the SABC board, Mr. Bongmusa Makatini. We do continue with the show. Do stay with us. We are launching the SABC Sport Channel, and we're doing that by reliving some wonderful moments from yesteryear under the hashtag Remember the Unforgettable. Do stay with us.
I'm Baba Lwalacha, national women's rugby team player, and I'm wishing SABC everything of the best on the new sports channel. It's an absolutely wonderful venture, and we as sports people definitely look forward to watching. Stay tuned. Cheers.
Stay tuned for your favorite non-stop sporting entertainment on SABC Sports. All your favorite sporting action brought to you by SABC Sports. For the love of the game.
This is Extreme E.
Carlos Sainz is in the lead here. Loeb's got him. No lifting. Oh, the finisher.
Molly Taylor winning the first ever Extreme E X Prix. She crosses the line.
Senegal is next up.
See you in Senegal.
This is Extreme E.
now we're here. Studio 7. I've moved across from the Renaissance Centre and I'm joined right here by the Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies, Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams. It's good to be talking to you. One of the things when we started the show, Minister, was remember the unforgettable. So let's do that. Let's have that conversation. What's unforgettable for you from a sporting perspective, looking back through what SABC Sport has done through the decades?
My goodness, how can I forget the 2010 World Cup? Everybody in our nation who rallied together, and of course SABC making things happen, wherein they made sure wherever you are, you stay entertained. We followed all the matches, and of course we're proud that we are in South Africa with a public broadcaster that worked like that.
That goal, Shaba.
Yes, it went, everybody went, how? My goodness, we did it. And yes, that was a great moment for us.
So, Minister, let's get down to the business of this. So, the importance of the sport offering that SABC provides to South African audiences. How critical is it that SABC remains a key factor in giving sport to the people?
Thomas, one of the critical things any nation and government can do to its people is to make sure that it provides a platform that is appreciative of the social cohesion that we're talking about. Because as you broadcast and do everything, what's important, your people must stay informed and entertained. And of course, the launch of this SABC Sport Channel is something that we take pride in, because we are saying our people are going to finally have access. Can you imagine those small boys and girls in the different villages that could not be flighted when we were scouting for talent? Of course, the time was limited because we had to be considerate of whoever that advertises competing with many programs. But now, finally, it has happened that the people of our country, the young ones in the different areas, they have an opportunity to appear on TV, and that talks to earning more money, of course.
So you're talking about the future, which brings me to my next question, right? The future of the SABC Sport Channel in terms of sport in this country. What role do you see it playing?
Of course, the first thing that we must appreciate in the future is that the SABC is no longer that traditional broadcaster that it was, and therefore it has to make sure that it taps into the technology that is there. And when it does that, it therefore tells you that, of course, at the center of them doing the work is to ensure that we reach or we are available in all technological platforms. The OTTs that we're talking about, or the over-top technologies that we're talking about, and SABC has to find expression there. But of course, as I said, at the center of that is to build a cohesive nation. And this is what we bring to the people of South Africa through SABC to make sure that things are happening.
Minister, what does it mean that the SABC Sport Channel is rolling out, it's coming out now, to the rollout and the switching off of, because there's this technical jargon, you know, switching off of the analog, and, you know, now DTT is going to have a SABC Sports Channel. What does all that mean to somebody who's watching right now?
This means that the viewers, wherever they are, they can have access to a high number of channels. We're going to be increasing channels. Right now, as we're speaking, the SABC Sport Channel is available on the DTT Channel 4. And this is just one step. We are looking forward to having more channels, the education channel, the health channel, and many others. But again, it's an opportunity for the people of South Africa to be able to derive an economic spin-off in the world of telling the stories. Therefore, the more games we play, the more content we avail. We're not only looking at those that are in the creative industries, but we're also looking at people who say, I want to advertise, I want to do this and that. I want to bring technologies and software so that as you participate in the DTT, people stay entertained, informed, and educated.
So we're switching off bunny aerials, ama aerial TV.
Siyawacima amabani area, because at the center of it is that we are going digital. As we go digital, of course, the first thing is to have access to a decoder, which we refer to as the set-top box, and it means we're saying, hello, DTT, bye, analog, and as I said, that's more opportunities. But at the center of it is the availability of the set-top boxes that we're talking about. Of course, we are proud to say the South African Post Office, for now, is the one that is storing all those boxes, as we are looking forward to make sure that all the retailers have the boxes available for the unsubsidized market.
So there's a day where every household in South Africa will have a box that allows them to access all this content that we're now talking about. And SABC Sport will be one of those.
Definitely, as the President said, come March 2022, we have to migrate as South Africa to the digital platform. And it means to all of you viewers in your respective areas, you now have free access to content. You do not have to pay anything. Your monthly subscription, SABC brings it to you wherever you are, in the comfort of your home, in the car, because we are also available on the live streaming processes. But at the center of that, please, let's make sure that we pay our TV license so that we can increase more content and get more channels.
Minister, we're so excited about the launch of SABC Sports Channel. But this falls under your department. And what is it and how is it that your department is going to help the SABC and SABC Sport to get more sport to the people?
Well, the first thing is to make sure that we address some of the regulatory environment, to make sure that we can be able to help SABC generate more revenue, because the more we talk about quality content, the more resources are required. That is why I said we are excited as the shareholder to say SABC is really now beginning to occupy its rightful place, the public broadcaster of choice, wherein people do not have to go anywhere or they are discriminated because they cannot afford. SABC is here to stay. SABC will be with the people of South Africa, but at the center of it, as the shareholder, ours is to ensure that it remains viable and responsive to the needs of the public. Our responsibility as the public broadcaster, now I'm speaking as the shareholder, is to make sure that our people get the rightful information they deserve, as our constitution says. The first thing, governance must be attended to, but of course, well-resourcing of SABC, and as I said, reviewing the legislation and the regulation to make sure that SABC can compete and be like the others that I won't mention here, because I'm not in the business of marketing other people.
The Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies, I heard you. More money and more ability for the SABC to fight for those rights. It's a great statement to hear, and I think a lot of South African sport fans are going to be excited to hear that from you, Minister. Thank you very much for taking the time to be with us on such a special day. Now, Shamponizer, you've heard from the very top what's happening in the Renaissance area there. You got more for us.
You know, SABC, we know music has always been part of any celebration. We're talking sports. What stadium we are singing? Strikes, we are singing. You know, I grew up in Pretoria. I'm not even in Zulu, but we were forced to sing strike songs as Zulu. I've always sang the same song. I only realized now as I grow up, hey, my Zulu was dangerous. This is the strike song we used to sing. Umandela simfuni wenyamaza sifunu Mandela wenyamaza. Literal translation, we don't want Mandela, we want Mandela. Talking about music, man, let me cross over to people who do music the way music is supposed to be done. Hashtag SABC Sports Launch from their new single. They are called E2Sing, Singing for You, All of Me. Make some noise.
I can't believe I'm singing this song. I've waited for so long to finally find someone who truly knows all of it. Can't believe I'm singing this song. I've waited for so long to finally find someone who truly loves all of me. And I'm giving you all that me. I'm loving you completely. I'm giving you all that me. Oh, I'm giving you all that me. I'm loving you completely. I'm giving you all of me. I'm loving you completely. I'm giving you all of me
Hi, I'm Paul Adams, and the SABC has played a huge role in how I fell in love with cricket. During those cold winter months whilst growing up, that's all we'll do. It's glued to the television, in our PJs, watching sport all day. And during those holiday periods, Christmas, Boxing Day, the test matches was a tradition to be watching with your family, and it made it a special time. SABC also gets to everyone, makes sure that every person around South Africa is able to have access to watch the game and watch sport throughout the year. Thank you, SABC, for your contribution.
So weekend, fine.
Got you.
Asifika nasigalekile tata. Ixesha lixeshile. Aze.
Hey Tarazo. Oi ho.
Don't miss the PSO action live on SABC 1 and SABC radio stations in your language of choice. Brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game.
Nah, I don't think so. Going up, stepping up.
Hello, I'm Wendell Walters from Nubia, Uputina Wetu. I don't say a lot. Kids Uputina Wetu on SABC 1, Monday to Wednesday, 7:30. We're all gonna have a blast. Thank you.
Welcome back. In case you have just tuned in, we are officially launching the SABC Sport channel 24 hours, 7 days a week. You will have access to unrivaled sporting codes. And of course, the good news is that SABC Sport hashtag is already trending on Twitter. And just one of the comments from Hex Go says a school and Kasi Games could benefit from this channel, which I absolutely agree with. In our garden here, I actually spotted Lydia Munyabao, a woman who has actually come full circle from playing for Banyana Banyana and now the Chief Operating Officer for SAFA. Congratulations. In terms of this launch, how does it tie in with the strategy of SAFA?
Thank you. This means that there are more platforms for the South African Football Association to showcase more Banyana and Bafana games, including our league games such as the ABC, Motsipe and Hollywood Super League. So it's exciting for us.
Absolutely, and that league has been doing phenomenally well. And just in terms of your post, when do you start? When do you get into that hot seat?
I've kind of started just checking out what is happening, but yeah, I'm really excited, to be in this space and taking up, a sport that I really love, that is really close to my heart. So I'm there, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lydia. Lydia, talking about how this is going to be so beneficial for the Hollywood Bets Super League. I actually spotted James Molloy, the new Athletics South Africa president. Maybe if we can just have a quick word with you, just in terms of, how the strategy also ties in for Athletics South Africa. Please just grab that mic for us, James. Just in terms of this launch and how it's going to tie in with Athletics South Africa, making sure that our athletes are now prominently visible.
As Athletics South Africa, we are very excited because it happened during the Olympic time. So for ourselves, we said we are very excited and our athletes are going to be shown. And that's why I'm here today to say thank you, SABC. Our athletes are going to be excited. They are excited up to so far.
All right, thank you so much. That is, of course, James Moloi, who is talking about how this is so crucial, especially with the Olympics coming up. Less than a month until, of course, they begin. Continue to make sure that our hashtag SABC Sport launch trends on various social media platforms. Owen Honey, what do you have in store for us?
Thank you very much, Collie. Yes, it is 29 days to go to the Olympic Games, but it is a great occasion today as we launch the 24-hour sport channel on SABC Sport. And joining me on the hot seat this evening now is Deputy Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies. It's Pinky Kekana. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining me up here.
Good evening, Owen, and good evening to all our viewers.
Well, firstly, I mean, SABC Sport has brought so many sporting moments to us through the decades. What's your fondest memory that stood out for you in terms of a sporting moment through the decades?
Look, some of us, because sports is in our blood, you know, the likes of Penny Haynes during that time, the World Cups that came, especially soccer, AFCON, whether you talk rugby and all those. I still have fond memories of Klinsmann from Germany and Dunker during those times.
Yes.
And we never thought we'd see those people until 2010 came. But the most important day is 2011, when the late Thomas Madikare took my son to SuperSport United. Jersey number 20. But I still fight him because he doesn't allow Kama Billiard to score. That's the biggest thing.
Let's talk about, you know, the importance of this 24-hour sport channel. Obviously, it's very important for many of the public and the South Africans at large to have the ability to watch the Springboks, the Proteas, as, you know, so many other national teams, they're in action. So what is your department and government doing to ensure that we have great sporting moments like this on our screens 24 hours a day?
Look, one of the things that you must take cognizance of is the National Development Plan. If you go to chapter 15 of that plan, it says nation building and social cohesion are very important. Now, sports, it's one of the things that unites our families, our country, and our communities. We need safer communities. And with this launch, it also means Kasi games, you know, it's unfortunate that now we have a new normal, but if we have league games now at break, many of these soccer players, rugby players, and everybody would be doing tournaments now, and that's where we unearth talent. And I think, thanks to SABC, we hope this channel will go to our communities and make sure that we unearth that talent.
It surely will. 24 hours a day, and it's on OpenView channel 124, so on Telkom 1. So if you're watching, you know, all you need to do is tune in, and we'll bring you some of the best sporting moments. So talking about sporting moments, we put together this package of some of the memorable sporting moments that took place over the years. Well, those are memorable moments that we've seen over the years right here on SABC Sport, and no doubt we'll still bring you plenty more memories with the launch of the 24-hour sport channel, and it's going to be a great occasion. Tonight is the launch of the channel, and I'd like to welcome up onto the stage is the Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies, Stella Ndabeni Abrams, as well as the SABC Board Chairman, Bonga Musa, beg your pardon, Makatini. My handwriting is crazy on here. And obviously the Deputy Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies, Pinky Kekana. We got some poppers, and this will mark the grand occasion of the launch of the 24-hour channel this evening. And I'd like you all to just stand a bit closer. Obviously, we're going to observe all space between us. It is COVID-19, but this is the occasion. We're looking for those poppers to come up on the stage. But Minister, firstly, take it away. Just the importance of this channel and launching it this evening.
Well, for us as the shareholder, we are excited first, not because we've managed to add another channel, but to say we are giving South Africans another access to content, but an opportunity to young ones, as the Deputy Minister said. We're giving an opportunity for people to make more money, broadcast, come up with content, camera people, and of course, even those that are technologists, you have an access to use the drones and help SABC broadcast better for the future, and we stay relevant.
Yes, put your hands together. That's fantastic. Mr. Bakatini, a quick answer from you also. If you step up to the mic for us, please, and Minister Stella Ndabeni Abrams, stand back. It is a grand occasion. We're still waiting for the poppers to come to the foyer. It is a huge occasion. Obviously, for SABC, we've put plenty of blood, sweat, and tears and organization to getting this channel off the ground. From your point of view, just take us through the importance from SABC's point of view, how this channel came about and where we're going to with it.
For the SABC, it's very important for us to give content that is really exciting and compelling for our audiences and our viewers. So the sport channel is critical when you look at how much we spend in sports rights, and not having a 24-hour free-to-air channel limits our ability to commercialize, but also to meet our mandate, which is really to bring exciting sporting events to our viewers at home.
Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Mr. Bakatini. So we're going to be having the grand opening. I'd like us all to count down, and we'll just put our hands on top of each other, not touching obviously together, and we'll count down from 5. Put your hands together just above each other, and let's all put your hands together. We're going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, it is the grand opening of the 24-hour SABC Sport Channel. Let's make some noise. Thank you so much. Thank you to all dignitaries. And yes, we are underway, the 24-hour sport channel. And you can catch it live, obviously, on the OpenView top box, channel 124 and Telkom 1 as well. And on the weekends, obviously, we'll be on SABC 3. So look out for us. And it's a fantastic occasion this evening. Let's cross back to Thomas. Oh, Valen is standing by. Let's go to Valen.
Thank you very much, Owen. Yes, well, welcome into Studio 7. Not Thomas, but with me I've got the GM of SABC Sport, Gary Rathbone. That massive moment, the moment that we have all been waiting for, the moment that we've been building up towards the official launch of the SABC Sport channel. You must be a very happy man.
I'm incredibly happy. It's really exciting to be part of such a fantastic thing. Of course, it's never been possible without all the people that have gone to make this happen, not just in the last few months and things like that, but in the years that have tried to get this on track. And I feel very extraordinarily privileged to be the person to be here, to actually lead, to be, be the person to take it into this, to make it happen. But yeah, it's great. It's exactly what the whole country needs. I mean, to really open sport up again. I think it's a really important thing on so many levels. And yeah, we can't but be incredibly excited about it.
Since you came and took over your position at SABC Sport, you've brought CAF Champions League, you've brought CAF Confederations Cup, Bundesliga, and you've brought even motorsport in Formula E and Extreme E onto platforms that more South Africans get the opportunity to see. What kind of content are we actually going to be seeing on the SABC Sport channel?
Well, for me, there's two things. Well, actually, there's three things that I think about it. The first thing is that I think that we need to make sure that the content is very broad. You know, it's not just one kind of content. We need to speak to as many different fans, sports fans across the country as we can. And so this means covering sort of niche things as well as popular things as well. And I think there's also needs to be a balance between, not a balance, but certainly a decent mix between international content and local content, because international content is great because it inspires. And, it, you know, people look at the levels that people can aspire towards. But obviously local content is very important because it speaks to who we are and the experiences that surround us. So that's incredibly important. But I think the other thing, in talking about what we do as a national broadcaster, so we have a responsibility in terms of what we do. I think women's sport is a key thing for me, an absolutely key aspect of you know, what the SABC should be doing, because it's not being covered enough. And we know that there's a great appetite for it. We've seen with the what used to be called the SAFA National Women's League. I mean, the numbers that we get watching that on our channel on SABC1 has been huge. And now it's Hollywood Bets have taken up. It's now the Hollywood Bets Super League, and you know, that kind of thing. We've got the FA Women's Super League as well, the English version of that. You know, we'll have the Banyana games and things. We've got the Women W Series, which is the women's Formula One equivalent, basically, which is actually starting. So you know, we really want to look at that as well. So it's important that we are broadly representative in many, many ways.
Kholi spoke about one of the tweets that she got, so that certainly is not lost on any of the viewers and the fans of sport. Somebody immediately said, well, I really hope that we're going to see a lot more kasi sport and school sport.
Yeah. Well, no, absolutely. Well, school sport, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of plans that we've got in the works as well, because it's basically, I think, that is to, you know, to get below that top level of what's out there, you know what I mean, in terms of sports, and the level below where real people, everyday people engage. So it's school sports, it's club sports, and all those kinds of things. And we are actually, you know, working on a number of levels to start putting that kind of thing into place. You know, we can't really speak about it now because, you know, things haven't been completed, but that's exactly that. Certainly, kasi sports, school sports, women's sports, all of those things that represent all of us in so many different ways.
Yeah, those things are really important, and it's important for the development of sport. But then, of course, you also have those moments that create the unforgettable. Our hashtag this evening is Remember the Unforgettable. And those are generally your high-end, high-performance moments. Yeah. So what's going to happen when it comes to major national sporting events? Because this is certainly something that's been a bone of contention for the SABC.
Well, the thing is that, I mean, as everybody's probably quite aware of the ongoing issue there, and I don't really want to kind of touch on that too much tonight because it's not really what it's about. But I think the important thing is that, exactly that, is that the SABC, you know, really does represent millions and millions of South African sports fans, and that we should do more. Well, there should be more should be done to help facilitate that access to that content on our platforms. And we're not looking to try to acquire it in some sort of way and undervalue it in terms of the people that do put the money in, you know, the hard-earned money. But there is ways and means to make it shareable, to make it accessible, but to make it equitable in a way that helps us grow our brand, helps us commercialize the business that we're in. Because that's the only way that we can actually then go out and afford to start buying better content, make better programs, you know, and create a better experience for all South Africans. So it's important that we get all that other, you know, that sport as well. And by and large, we are. We have the PSL. We've got Cricket South Africa on board. You know, there's a lot of other. We've got Tennis South Africa now, which is signed up. We've got Athletics South Africa also on board now as well. So, you know, we've got a lot of that. You know, there's obviously a couple of you know, holdouts that we've got to deal with, but it's important. You know what I mean? To not actually, you know, make it possible for that to happen is something that we need to really look at as a country.
Well, the Minister of Communications sat where you sat just about 10 minutes ago, and she said part of government's commitment to the SABC and to the SABC Sports Channel is to assist with legislation so more South Africans have access. And I'm sure a man in your position, that must sound like music to your ears.
Absolutely. I'm going to keep a recording of that.
Thank you very much. That's the General Manager of the Sport Channel and of SABC Sport here at the National Broadcaster, Mr. Gary Rathbone. Thank you so much for chatting to us, and congratulations to you and your team on putting this together. I'm privileged to say that I'm a part of it. Thank you, and thanks for being part of it. And yes, thanks for my team. My team are absolutely fantastic. Not be possible without them. Lovely stuff. It is hashtag the launch of the SABC Sport Channel. Do stay with us.
Get out tole Kilende ya buena Pilo yame Ibatla buena Kitaya kai Faisi juvena Kitebile Lila tole I got you're in my life. I got you're in my life. I heard that you're coming tomorrow. Heard from the girl you used to know. The last time I saw you was back in the days in high school. Lirato la piluya me irifasa tasikolo mtatile na liselele. Lady Jody Khana Khotena Omire fali tengi khurisi kolo sisitwi Kintiki mothola thola ki molekula Butila bule monati ki fela pilo Ki bata homona ki modumedise ki me mosifule Atibe ki molibe mo mato Monati omo kalo kalo Ki fela pilo ki bata homona ki modumedise ki me mosifule Atibe ki molibe mo mato Monati omo kalo kalo Ki hopola senta tati la mo velo re banana Irile fa ki mo liba Akumula ke le rika e we oh Irile fa penta Diva mo mato Me antaya ari Rika se tole re banana
Well, we'd like to welcome our SABC2 viewers now to this grand occasion, the launch of our 24-hour sport channel, as well as the announcement of the Olympic team that will be going over to Tokyo 2021. Tips standing with me right here as we bring you this grand occasion this evening. Tips has been a fantastic evening. Just remind viewers what we've seen so far tonight.
And the hashtag is SABC Sports Launch. And hashtag remember the unforgettable. Please, man, we are doing something that's been years in the planning. And now SABC officially will be in your face. We're showing you sports, the sports that you asked for 24 hours a day on OpenView 124, DTT, Telkom 1. Hey, Yamana, this is history today. Owen, it's about to go down.
And yes, we had some stellar interviews that took place this evening as well, speaking to all the dignitaries. And no doubts about it, you need to just stick around because we're also bringing you the announcement of the Olympic team. This will be the final team that will be going over with just 29 days to go to the Olympic Games. It is a grand occasion as we bring you these live visuals from our headquarters in Auckland Park in Johannesburg. Well, let's just go recap what we've seen this evening, and we got this package put together for you.
today is a historic moment. The 24th of June 2021 is one that will never be forgotten. SABC has always been known as the home of different sporting codes. It has brought you so many historic sporting moments, and from today we will have 24 hours of unrivaled access to all of those sporting codes.
The hashtag is SABC Sports Launch, and the hashtag again is remember the unforgettable, because this is SABC. So they've been talking, hey, SABC 24-hour channel. Well, this is the day, Shem. Look at the smile, look at the vibe, look at the ambience, and we have the integral part of sports, which is the super fans. Bona.
The official launch of the SABC Sport television channel. This channel which has been years in development and highly anticipated, is now available on free-to-air OpenView and DTT platform, as well as on streaming on Telkom One. The accomplishment is the culmination of years of hard work and self-belief as a renewed public broadcaster, despite the considerable obstacles that we went through leading up to today. Since its transmission on OpenView platform from the 15th of April 2021, the sports channel has now grown and seen additional 1.4 million viewers in just 2 months, which with a total national reach of 2 million viewers, including those viewers on DTT. This indeed is a sign that our audiences want access to a 24-hour free-to-air sport channel. Our primary interest as the SABC board and management is to guarantee the long-term resilience of a financially viable public service broadcaster. By launching the SABC Sport channel tonight, we also recommit ourselves to delivering on our vital public mandate for millions of South Africans. I thank you. You are all welcome.
I'm joined right here by the Minister of Communication and Digital Technologies, Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams. So the importance of the sport offering that SABC provides to South African audiences. How critical is it that SABC remains a key factor in giving sport to the people?
Thomas, one of the critical things any nation and government can do to its people is to make sure that it provides a platform that is appreciative of the social cohesion that we're talking about. Because as you broadcast and do everything, what's important, your people must stay informed and entertained. And of course, the launch of this SABC Sport channel is something that we take pride in, because we are saying our people are going to finally have access. Can you imagine those small boys and girls in the different villages that could not be flighted when we're scouting for talent? Of course, the time was limited because we had to be considerate of whoever that advertises competing with many programs. But now, finally, it has happened that the people of our country, the young ones in the different areas, they have an opportunity to appear on TV, and that talks to earning more money, of course.
I heard you. More money and more ability for the SABC to fight for those rights. It's a great statement to hear, and I think a lot of South African sport fans are going to be excited to hear that from you, Minister. Thank you very much for taking the time to be with us on such a special day.
Yes, it is the grand opening of the 24-hour SABC Sport channel. Let's make some noise. Yes, that took place a bit earlier on, the grand launch of the SABC 24-hour sport channel. And remember, you can join us on the conversation via Twitter at SABC at Sport. And you can send us your messages of congratulations. And remember, the hashtag to use is remember the unforgettable hashtag SABC Sport Launch. Now, remember, this is available, the 24-hour sport channel is available on DTT. It's also available on Telkom One and our OpenView top box, channel 124. And if you want to find out more, all you need to do is go along and have a look at those channels as we bring you all the sporting codes from around the world, and including one important one that will take place in the next 29 days, and that's the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. Team South Africa is getting ready to represent their country, raise the flag up high, and make sure that they represent us proudly. And Thomas Mlambo is standing by at the moment with that announcement of our Olympic team. Let's cross over to him in Studio 7. But we're first going to go to our unforgettable moments before we get to Thomas with the announcement of our team.
We stand to imagine, dream and fantasize.
I think that this was an illusion in yesteryears where we saw these things happening in other countries and one wondered if this will be the situation in this country.
We dig deep. We stand tall. We stand proud.
A country that so desperately needs to smile collectively and cohesively has been given an emphatic reason to do so tonight.
We stand for victory.
There's the final whistle. South Africa have won the 1996 African Nations Cup, and the scenes out on the pitch of pure hysteria.
We stand in passion and desire.
Onside here is Miwa Shabalala for the opening goal of the 2010 FIFA World Cup. It's scored by Miwa Shabalala. Soccer City erupts and Bafana make it happen in Soccer City. This is magnificent, absolutely magnificent.
We stand to celebrate. We stand to be seen.
Okay, here's a chance.
We stand to be heard.
That is it. The final whistle then. South Africa win this Rugby World Cup final by 15 points to 12. And what a dramatic finish for the host country.
We stand to be chosen.
It has always been said that the host country has a huge advantage. Well, South Africa have used that to their best of their ability.
Sometimes we fall, but we stand up. We stand up to make the impossible possible. We stand up to be recognized.
Super team, super effort.
Respected, grateful, but most importantly, we stand in honor. We stand together.
And there is indeed a cup of gold at the end of the South African rainbow.
Let's stand and go for it. Brought to you by SABC Sport, for the love of the game.
What a day. What a day. South Africa, you are seeing the launch of SABC Sport's new sports channel. And on that same day, in that same broadcast, we're also announcing the squad Team South Africa that's going to be headed to the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Joining me here in the studio, Sumaya Khan, Deputy Director General for the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, as well as Lwandile Simelane, First Vice President for the South African Sports Confederation and Olympic Committee, SASCOC. That's the last time I'm going to say the whole title. Ladies, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Let me start with you, Deputy DG. When we talk about government and we talk about the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, the support that you're giving to the Olympics and also to SABC Sport is tremendous. How important is this day?
Let me first start to say congratulations to SABC on the launch of the sports channel. It's just amazing. We're so excited that so many more people will have access to live TV, to see all of those events that they may not otherwise get an opportunity either to get there live or to even see it live on TV. So I think that access is very, very important to us because sport has such a powerful tool to bring people together. Every time our sports people get onto the field of play, you know, they have the 60 million South Africans behind them. So it's important that we give them access to see their heroes and heroines, our sports people, you know, on the big screen. So it's a very exciting an occasion today. And in terms of government support towards the Olympic team, I think we've always given support to our Olympic teams. If you look at us as government, we focus on two areas of work in two pillars, the active nation part and then the winning nation. And I think this is where we focus on the winning nation. Our high-performance athletes, our elite athletes who represent us provincially, nationally, and importantly on the international stage.
First Vice President of SASCOC, it's an exciting time. Comes up every 4 years, right? The Olympic Games. This is big.
Well, 5 years this time, but
don't remind us.
We won't go there. But, I think we need to begin by congratulating you guys as well. I think our member federations finally have an extended opportunity to have all of their hard work and the work of their athletes flighted 24/7, on a national broadcaster. So that's exciting. And we're very excited. 29 to 30 days left till the Olympics. The team is excited. We're ready to go. And we're going to give you a second installment of the team today. So it's exciting time.
It's going to be different, right? What our athletes will expect. Because in South Africa, crowds nowhere. They get to Tokyo, it's going to be different.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, there was an announcement now that they're allowing 10,000 spectators now per venue in the Olympic Games, which is an exciting opportunity for them to also get a bit of a vibe as they put on their green and gold and come and give us some pride and joy out in Tokyo.
And then there's obviously the concern around COVID-19. Our athletes going to be safe? I suppose the Japanese are also concerned that will our athletes also be protected in terms of COVID-19 coming into Japan? Where is SASCOC with regard to that?
Well, we're definitely going to be following the IOC playbook. And we have, at the moment, provided probably about 400 vaccinations for the athletes and all members of Team South Africa who will be going to Tokyo who have opted to voluntarily do so.
So that's great news. Our team is vaccinated, it's ready. And Sumaya, when we talk about the Olympic Games, nothing brings us together as a country like those Olympic rings.
Yes, definitely. The Department of Sport, Arts and Culture is the lead department in terms of Priority 6 of the medium-term strategic framework, which talks about social cohesion and nation building. And I think, through our activities as a Department of Sport in the country, we try and make sure that we get to, as a number of sports federations, we get through to many, many communities to actually bring them together to say, sport has this ability. It has this ability to ensure that we keep our young people gainfully occupied, away from the social ills of society. And we believe that with the Olympic Games, we have all of our sports people that are role models. They serve to inspire, they serve to motivate young people to say one day they would also like to get through to the Olympic Games or to other multi-coded events or even World Games of the different sports codes. So I think that's a very, very important part that sport plays in bringing people together.
And what you're saying here plays right into SABC Sport with the channel. The new channel gives us the chance to give youngsters in the far-flung communities the opportunity now with a national broadcast to see the next Tatiana Schoonmaker. They can see themselves being that person. The next Wade van Niekerk can see him running and think, I want to be that, where they may not have had access. It's a tremendous day. And we're going to also find out, which is really exciting for me, the squad, like Team South Africa. Who travels? How have those qualifications gone? Are our athletes ready?
Look, our athletes are ready. As the whole world has been going through the COVID pandemic, we're in constant awe of the grit that they have to have gone through everything that the world's going through and still worked hard to qualify to get there, and those who are still going to be qualifying until the cut-off time. So we believe they're ready. We're very excited and we're extremely proud of them.
Sumaya, what are we expecting as far as the Department of Sport is concerned from our athletes? Do we have an expectation of them? Is there a chart on the office wall that says, this is what we want?
Well, Thomas, I must indicate that, our support to SASCOC for the Olympic athletes was very focused, because we indicated that any funding we give to SASCOC towards our athletes must be focused on those codes of sport that are placed in the top 10 in the world or have the greatest chance of getting medals. And we do have a list that has been given to SASCOC, given to us by SASCOC, of our potential medal hopefuls.
There's a secret list.
Yes, so we do have a list, and that's a signed deal between SASCOC and government that these are the athletes that we've now put money into, and these are the athletes we're expecting to bring us the medals.
So there's an expectation, Wendy. There's an expectation of medals, a medal haul for South Africa.
there's an expectation that everyone's going to go to Tokyo and do the best they can and represent us excellently.
So, let's not waste too much time. I'm going to release you to get that squad announcement underway. Thank you, ladies, for being with me here in Studio 7. It's time for us to take a quick break. I've had the Deputy DG, as far as the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture is concerned, as well as the first Vice President of SASCOC. They've given you their views, but now, South Africa. It's almost time for you to find out the official squad that will be headed to Tokyo to represent us as Team South Africa. Stay with us until after this break.
You wasted my life.
Wanhleleli camera. Okusukela kwizingabano kuye lapho kuba khona ukungazwisisani. I-SABC 1 sehlanganise abantu ukuba baxoxisane iminyaka engaphezulu kweshumi. Manje sesikwamukela kuhlelo olushasha lwentandokazi yakho eMzansi ikhumbule ekhaya.
Yes, he was a drinker and an abusive side, and he was a big womanizer. If I just walk in front of this bus, it'll be finished.
Zibonele zonke lezi gigaba izinyembezi nenjabulo yokuhlangana kwemindeni njalo ngoLwezithathu ngehora leshakalolunye ku-SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.
Pasella is weer terug op die lug. En ons aanbieders is vuur en vlam.
Bietjie scary.
Met vermaak uit die boonste rakke. Ons bring 'n trippeldosis pret en plesier in elke episode.
Bonnie Marie, watch Pasella, Ella.
Caught up in the rapture of love.
Van 3 avonture vanuit die lug. Tot besonderse vriendskappe wat gevorm is op 7de land se stel.
Ag nee, hier lyk dit was nou baie gesellig.
En hierdie is maar net 'n voorsmaakie.
Baie verskillende dieresoorte in een dag, hoor.
Ons kuier met 'n slangman.
Aan die einde van hierdie episode gaan ek kan dans met 'n slang.
Verken en reis saam met bekendes.
As jy 'n halskou moet jy klein happies vat.
Ontmoet van ons land se beste viervoetiges.
Dis alles in die heupe.
Is dit alles in die heupe?
Ons kook, letterlik en figuurlik.
En ek gaan die hoender net so liggies braai omdat die vel lekker bruin raak.
Dis Pasella vanaf 21 April, woensdaande om 19:30 op SABC 2.
I'm sorry, Hendrik is really good look.
Welcome back. A night to remember. It truly is unforgettable, a historic moment. The SABC Sport channel has been launched. And of course, we're getting some reactions on what has happened here. I've got with me Khanyisa Nyawula from Sanabo, the South African National Boxing Association. Let's just talk about the events that have happened in the past hour. What do you make of the launch of the Sport channel?
Hi, Sister. I feel like we are reassured there will be free access to ordinary people, 24 hours access, 7 days per week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I mean, a lot of people are also echoing those very same sentiments, especially on Twitter. There is one response here from Nkosinati Swar Matonsela who says, congratulations to the SABC. There is going to be free access 24 hours a day. And that is, of course, the truth. That is why this channel has been launched today. Don't forget the hashtag, remember the unforgettable. Hashtag SABC Sport Launch. Khanyisa, we are are also about to talk about the announcement of the Olympic team. Surely you are very excited about that.
I'm very, very excited. I think all the athletes are excited with that. They're looking forward to go to Tokyo, to Olympics. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are very excited. Valen, are you also echoing the same sentiments?
I certainly am. Oli, thank you very much. What's the best way that you can actually launch a sport channel besides remembering those wonderful moments of yesteryear? It's by looking ahead, and it's by bringing you a historic announcement, and that is what we are going to be doing. We are going to be bringing you what is the second announcement of Team South Africa going to Tokyo, Japan, to represent the country at the Olympic Games. With me, I've got the acting CEO of SASCOC, Mr. Ravi Govender. Good evening to you. Massive announcement for South Africa. I know we've seen part one of the team. We're going to get part two in just a short while's time, but you guys have managed to present a team to South Africa during an unprecedented time.
Well, thank you very much for having us here. But before I respond to their question, I just want to say what a wonderful moment being here in the Renaissance Room at Auckland Park to celebrate this groundbreaking moment of a 24-hour sports channel. True fodder for our sports community. Renaissance, it's a true renaissance as we move forward, and the minister announcing the digital, the shift to digital broadcasting, fantastic moment. Valen, it's been a challenge having had the games postponed. And you know, the one thing about adversity, it brings out greatness in people. And back at the office, we've got an exceptional administrative team working behind the scenes. Let me also not forget our national federations and the people that work hard within those structures. Some of them are volunteers. Their responsibility is to prepare the athletes. They've been doing that for almost 18 months to 24 months. And once they prepare the athletes and the athletes qualify, they then get selected, and we take over as SASCOC and manage the delivery of the team. So it's a combination of all stakeholders working together, overcoming the adversities, you know, living up to the spirit of Olympianism, you know, friendship, respect. And we have also brought on, you've got a hashtag, remember the unforgettable. We at SASCOC have developed our own hashtag as well. It's called hashtag Bring Back Ubuntu.
Bring back Ubuntu, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want to remember this time because it has been a time where all South Africans have needed to come together and really show their heart, and that's something that we've seen from our Olympians in a true Olympic spirit. So without any further ado, we've waited for a long time to launch the SABC Sport Channel. We've done that, and I know that our Olympic athletes have been waiting a long time to be able to see whether they will be on the plane to Tokyo. So without any further ado, the first Vice President of SASCOC, Luandile Similani, would you like to do the honors?
Thank you, Valen. Without any further ado, it is a great pleasure on behalf of the Board of SASCOC to present to you the second installment of the team minutes to team.
Let's give them a round of applause.
It was definitely a bit of a roller coaster, especially after the Boston meeting, having a bit of a setback, trying to build some momentum for the season. And as I crossed the finish line in Boston, I realized that it wasn't anything serious. So we just had to take a slight step back and allow the body to recover and be a bit more patient. And first race in Europe, got the qualification. So that was a nice, I guess, factor to get behind me now, and I guess a positive breakthrough as well that I see as reasons to now start moving forward and working forward and working towards the positive that lays ahead of us.
It is really exciting, and I think as sportsmen we really live for the Olympic Games, so it's amazing to be going to my second one. I think it's really is testament to what the team has been doing and what Rowing South Africa has been able to dish up. And the qualification was always under a lot of pressure, and it was always nice to get that done. And then obviously with the postponement, it's been difficult to stay on the bubble and stay with our heads in the game. But yeah, it's really nice to finally have the selection done, have the qualification done, and be finally on our way to Tokyo.
I think because we've been waiting an extra year, it almost feels like we've been waiting so long. So the extra year is just that extra build up. But knowing that it's like 5 weeks already, or well, 30 days today, is crazy. So yeah, I'm very excited and I can't wait.
And the excitement certainly is building. Wow, hearing from our athletes has really just made it so real. Although they do have until Tuesday to qualify, so there'll be one final team announcement for the Olympics.
So, looking at who we just saw there, it was amazing to get the reaction from the athletes. Wait for Nikak, he just qualified on Saturday, booked his place to Tokyo. Who else were we looking at?
Well, Tatiana Skoenmaker, obviously one of the favorites when it comes to swimming discipline, and there's no doubt about it, she will definitely get a medal for us, and Lawrence Britton also in the rowing. So it is Team South Africa a go. We are ready for Tokyo 2020.
All right, so that brings us to the end, guys. What a day. We've launched it. We've seen the remembrance of the unforgettable. The channel is underway. What an auspicious occasion.
And you have been a part of it. Thank you so much to each and every single person that has been involved in our broadcast on social media with our hashtag SABC Sport Launch, hashtag Remember the Unforgettable. And we can tell you with a lot of confidence that those unforgettable moments are going to continue for many, many more years still to come.
And we have to say thanks to Corley and Tipsa as well for their fantastic work behind the scenes as well, in front of the camera and along with our guests. It's been a rememberable night as we get the 24-hour channel underway this evening. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working with you guys as well.
It's happening. We are live 24/7 SABC Sport Channel.
Tips Bona, we were trending. Hashtag SABC Sport Launch. It means already we are ahead.
Yes. Thank you.
So that's it.
Thomas.
South Africa, thank you for being with us for the last 90 minutes. Thank you very much for sharing in the launch of the new SABC Sport channel. Keep having that conversation. Hashtag SABC Sport Launch. And remember this, we will continue as SABC Sport to give you those unforgettable, memorable moments on our 24/7 live sport channel. Good night and enjoy.
Adios.